Alright everyone, it's time. We finally got a trailer for Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, showing off all of the locations pretty much from what I saw. I only watched it one time. We're going to be watching it over in this video. I'm going to be breaking it down, going over everything and I'm so excited right now. I can't even comprehend it. I'm stumbling my words. If you've been following Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, you know that news is very scarce, and they've barely released anything since the game was initially announced, but we've just gotten just so much information loaded onto us at once. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. There is a lot to unpackage. I'll probably do multiple videos. I'm probably gonna miss something in this one, but let's get into it. Okay, so starting off, we have Patrick, Spongebob, Squidward, and Sandy. You know, barely any of the characters have been seen except for Spongebob. We have seen Patrick and we have seen Sandy and Squidward, but it's been very little. So to see a picture or a little clip of them all next to each other is really nice. So I'm glad they started off with that. Okay, pre-order now. We didn't get a release date, just so you know, but this part of Jellyfish Fields we haven't seen, and they show off right here. I'm going to kind of circle it, the new design for the Thunder Tikis. Now, they originally in this game were going to be yellow, but it looks like they changed it up a little bit and decided to go for more of an original look, like the look that was in the original game, and I like that. That's cool. We got some watermelons right here, and just some more of the level. We've seen a lot of Jellyfish Fields. But this is the first look at downtown Bikini Bottom. This is crazy. So, I mean, really, what is there to say? This is from the, it's a remake. We know what to expect. The look of it, though, is what gets me really excited. So let's keep going. But this is our first time seeing the Spongebob, and it looks nice. And moving on, yes. So here's the cruise bubble right here. So everything is returning. We got a sort of a look at the fish right here. I'd like to get more looks at the NPCs because they looked terrible in the original game. But here we go. Here's the cruise bubble, and this is in the sea needle. And I love everything about this. I love the particles flying in the air and makes it seem like you're really underwater. All the bubbles, everything, it just looks so nice. Yeah, some more of that. There's Kelp Forest. So, okay. Kelp Forest, that was a problem for a lot of people, the lighting in that level in the original game, and they wanted it to be better in Rehydrated, and I can say it definitely is better. It's more lit up on the platforms, although it's still a little dark, but I guess that's the point. It's Kelp Forest, it's supposed to be dark, but I think it looks nice. It's definitely has better lighting than the original, but yeah, that's Kelp Forest. Oh, this is so cool. So it looks like when you're on the slide, it adds this little animation on the sides to make it seem like you're going fast, and I like that. I don't know if that was in the original. That's like a minor detail that you'd have to pick up on. But it seems like the sky's more purple in the back. I really like that. Here's those Thunder Tikis again, which just look amazing. You can see the carnival or the pier and the bottom right as well. Dutchman's Graveyard looks really good. I love how the goo, if you want to call it that, the water, the green water, it glows a lot, and very similar to Kelp Forest. It's a dark level, but it still looks really nice. Oh my gosh, this looks so beautiful. It's like Jellyfish Fields. It's very bright. It's very vibrant. Not that the original game wasn't, but it definitely is here. This is our first look, I believe, at Mrs. Puff, so there she is right there, and like I said, it says play as Patrick. Man, that looks so good. The water is fantastic. I love it. It's not as, like, wrinkly or wavy as the originals was. It's more smooth, and I kind of like that. I think that's really nice. And the sand, the sandcastle looks really good as well. It doesn't seem as dark or as grainy, and it looks like the sand in general isn't as grainy as it is in the original. They made it more of just a plain beige color, which is cool. I think that's cool. There's definitely still grains and stuff, but I think I prefer this over the original, definitely, when it comes to the sand. We got to see Patrick throw the watermelon. That's a first, and I don't believe we've seen this part of Jellyfish Fields as well, so I'm going to replay that real quick. So there isn't much to it, but there's Patrick sliding, and this looks super cool. I like how it's really dark, and then you just got the fire and the stuff coming out of the volcano. It was dark in the original, but it was a lot brighter in there, and I like how what they did is that they made it darker now, and then the fire is what really lights it up. and the freezy block. So that's the animation for when it freezes is really cool as well. There's another NPC. Looks a little weird, to be honest, but the originals did too, and they're kind of going off that design. But yeah, checkpoint, all sorts of stuff. And I've noticed that the swinging with Sandy seems a lot more abrupt. Yeah, a lot more abrupt. In the original, you kind of would like lose traction a little bit, and you had to be careful when you latched onto them, because if you weren't going at a certain angle, if you weren't going fast enough, you wouldn't have enough speed to keep going. But it looks like here there's a default to where it flings you no matter what, even if you aren't going that fast. And I think that's a nice addition there. Makes it a lot easier, a lot more accessible. That's nice. I believe that's our first time seeing that enemy as well. I like that Coral Cola. Is that sign in the original? That's cool. Ooh, more of Sandy's Dream. So we saw a little bit of this earlier on with some Steam stuff, but once again, you got the animation on the outside, and it looks good. And now, yeah, it doesn't look like you're going to be able to see Texas from up high. You can't see it down below. We were wondering that when it came to the little quip we got a while ago, because it was like widescreen, so you couldn't see the bottom of the screen, so nobody knew if they just completely removed Texas or made it just a blue sky. It looks like they're making it a blue sky. I like the change. I said that in the previous video. Okay, so we also got a little bit of a clip earlier on of this boss fight too, but we get to see it in full screen now, as well as this little HUD at the bottom, so that's nice. Yeah, and the Texas swingers, those weren't in the You see that in the background, Spongebob right there from one of those episodes? That's a cool little Easter egg. I didn't even notice that the first time watching this, although I did only watch it one time. This looks really weird. It looks different, I would say, because it seems like there isn't even an audience in this whole arena right now. It just seems like SpongeBob's alone. There's a lot of mist, so it's hard to see, but yeah, okay. No, those are people. I think it's the lights. Yeah, it's really weirdly lit to where you can only really see where you're supposed to be. I don't know if I like that change, but it looks fine. Okay, more King Jellyfish. We've seen a ton of that. Alright, so we got the Flying Dutchman boss fight. That's cool. I mean, I guess there's not much to say about it. I really like it. The Robo Spongebob boss fight. Now that is nice. The original design was really weird, but here he looks so good. A lot more colorful, definitely. Wow. And you can see his bottom row teeth. That's interesting. I like the HUD over here as well. And it seems like the background is going to be darker now. And then the main arena is going to be more lit up. And I like that. There's a nice contrast to that. And the first look at Robo Squidward as well, which is crazy. And it looks like that the Robo Squidward boss fight is going to be exclusive to the multiplayer, which is interesting, and I'm fine with that. But yeah, it shows off. So this seems to play very similar to Plankton's Robotic Revenge, where you got kind of like a fixed camera angle, and you just go around defeating enemies and going from platform to platform. See, Island 4, Wave 3, looks like you go to different islands, you have different waves of enemies. There's Robo Squidward over there, so this is crazy. But not only that, but there will be new playable characters, such as Squidward right there. So that's insane. I'm hyped for that. We don't really get to see him do much at all. Gary's a playable character, guys. Jeez, I did not expect that. We knew about new playable characters, but I wasn't expecting Gary. And it looks like Plankton is going to be in his little robot right here, and here's Mr. Krabs as well. So that's crazy. I really like that. Island 6, Wave 3. Did the islands get smaller, or what? And then you get to the boss fight? I'm not sure. Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated pre-order now. Wow. There's a lot to unpack here, but I think I covered most of what I wanted to. We also got some photos. I'll cover that in another video because they're like separate things, but yeah, watching this over again, SpongeBob, everything looks so nice. This is our first look at a lot of different worlds: Kelp Forest, Goo Lagoon, Flying Dutchman's Graveyard, all sorts of stuff to unpack here, and I believe I got through the gist of everything. Of course, I'm not gonna go into mega detail, but yeah, I'm trying to think of what we did. We haven't seen Sand Mountain yet, so Sand Mountain wasn't in here. What other levels weren't in here? Rock Bottom was not in here. No Sandy Street. We didn't get to see the overworld, but they are in those pictures that I'm gonna unpack later. I don't believe you can hear it, but they have the Goo Lagoon music on in the video right now. This multiplayer gets me super excited. I'm definitely ready for that, and the robot Squidward boss fight as well. So Gary is holding like a frying pan, I think it was what it was. Yeah, like a frying pan, and then Squidward, he seems to be shooting things out of his what's the word? Clarinet. It seems to be like kind of like a gun, so that's cool. And Mr. Krabs and Plankton, we didn't really get to see any of their attacks, unfortunately. But this is awesome. There's no release date yet, which is fine. I'm just glad we got this trailer. I'm super hyped for this game. I like these HUDs. They look really nice. But yeah, that's about it. We got those pictures, and I'm going to be talking about that soon. But this trailer overall was really good, got me very excited for the game, and showed off a lot of new worlds. Not all of them, but we'll probably be getting the new ones, the other ones eventually. It looks like this game is getting there. I mean, it's probably going to be done soon. So I'd be really hyped for that. Yeah, those are my thoughts. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be talking about those pictures in a separate video. It's kind of a separate thing, so I figured I'd do that. Plus, it's like 2 a.m. right now, and I'm really tired, so I'm probably going to go to sleep and then talk about it in the morning. So there's a few reasons why those are going to be separate. But I did really want to discuss the trailer before I went to bed or anything. But let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this trailer, what got you most excited, and what thing are you most looking forward to do. That is definitely not the correct use of the English language. But what are you most looking forward to when it comes to Battle for Bikini Bottom, Rehydrated? What level do you think looks the best? What level are you most excited to play? Any thoughts that you have, let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.